Come, you have walked far. The path behind you was full of noise, wasn't it? Deadlines, conversations, worries that linger like smoke. Now take off your shoes, set down what you carry. You are welcome here. Cut to a wooden door slowly sliding open. Inside, a tatami mat. A teapot rests, steam rising gently. This is not a place for answers, nor for questions. This space, like a cup, is empty by design, so that you may fill it with breath, with presence, with tea. Soft footsteps on wood. The master walks slowly to a low table. His robe rustles gently. For over 1,000 years, the tea ceremony has not changed much. Boil the water, warm the bowl, place the leaves, pour, wait, drink. Simple. But simplicity is the door to everything. Sound of water beginning to boil in a kettle. Steam hisses softly. A mind that is racing cannot taste tea. A heart that is heavy cannot feel the steam against the skin. A breath that is shallow cannot carry the fragrance of the leaves. We begin not with the tea, but with the breath. He kneels beside the kettle and closes his eyes. Let us arrive, here, now, in this breath, not the one before, not the one after. Beat, deep inhale, slow exhale, then again. The sound of breathing becomes a rhythm. The leaves were once on the mountain. They reached for the sun, danced in the rain, bowed under the moonlight, and now they have come to you. To be held, to be poured, to be honored. He opens a wooden box. Inside, loose tea leaves. The camera zooms slowly into their texture. Tea is not a drink. It is a memory of the mountain, of the wind, of stillness. Each leaf has waited patiently to be chosen to release its story. The master places leaves into the warm bowl. He lifts the kettle with care and pours hot water slowly. This moment, this exact fleeting moment, will never return, so we bow to it. He bows his head slightly toward the bowl. A bell chimes in the distance. Birds call faintly outside. Do not rush. Stillness has its own rhythm. If you move too fast, you'll miss the invitation. Steam swirls upward, catching the morning light. Do you hear it? That quiet beneath the quiet? It is not silence, it is presence. He takes a deep breath and gestures for the viewer to do the same. We carry so much, stories, identities, plans, fears. But here, for just a while, you are allowed to set it all down. There is no role to play, no one to impress, no one to fix. Just the tea, just the breath, just you. He places the bowl down before him. The camera lingers on his hands, steady, open, patient. Before we sip, we notice. Notice the warmth in your palms, the scent that rises like a memory, the tiny waves on the surface, each one a whisper from the leaf. Zen Master, this is your first meditation. Not with your mind, but with your senses. See the tea, smell it, feel it, honor it. Let it teach you how to slow down. He pauses. sound of the tea settling into stillness is all that remains. In this house, time is not measured by clocks. It is measured in steam, in sips, in the silence between thoughts. This is not a performance. There is no audience, only you. And this bowl of tea, and the deep, infinite now. Camera pans to a window, light shifting through leaves. Many people chase peace, but peace does not run. It waits. It waits here, at the bottom of the bowl, in the stillness between sips, in the breath you forgot you were holding. So let us begin this journey, not with ambition, but with reverence. You are not trying to become something. You are remembering who you've always been. Pause. The master raises the bowl, then stops and simply breathes in its scent. Let this be your temple. Let this be your teacher. Let this be your pause. Because in the pause, the world rearranges itself. Cut to the master closing his eyes. The background fades into a soft blur, then black screen. Now, the water is hot. The leaves are ready. The world is quiet, and you are here. Let us prepare the tea together. Part 1. The space before the pour. Before we speak of leaves, we speak of space. Look around you. Where you prepare your tea becomes part of the tea itself. Let it be quiet. Let it be clean. Let it feel sacred, not grand, but intentional. A wooden table, a cloth to catch water, a place to sit. No clutter, no screens, no interruptions. This is your tea temple. Sound of cloth being laid down. A tea bowl is placed gently on a wooden table. The light filters through a paper screen. Part 2. The tools of the tradition. You do not need many things to make good tea, but what you do use must be used with care. A simple tool set is shown, each placed with intention. A kettle for boiling water, a bowl or teapot, a tea scoop, a cloth for wiping, a strainer if needed, and the leaves themselves. Use what you have, treasure what you choose, but remember, the spirit behind the action matters more than the tool. Even a chipped clay bowl can hold heaven if you pour with presence. Part 3. The water. We begin not with the tea, but with the water. Water is the body of tea. If the tea leaf is the soul, then the water brings it to life. Use clean water, fresh spring water if you can, filtered if you must. Avoid water that has stood long in plastic or steel. And when you pour, pour like a poem. Sound of water being drawn into a kettle. Heat the water slowly. Do not rush the boil. Each kind of tea calls for a different water temperature. It is like speaking to a friend in the tone they best understand. Green tea. Gentle, around 75 to 80 degrees Celsius, 167 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Oolong, warmer, 85 to 90 degrees Celsius, 185 to 194 degrees Fahrenheit. Black tea, bold, 95 to 100 degrees Celsius, 203 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Pu'er and herbal, full boil is welcomed. If the water is too hot, you will scorch the leaf. If too cold, the tea will not open its story. We are not just boiling water, we are learning balance. Part 4. The leaves. Now the leaves. Hold them, smell them, see their color, their shape. Was it hand-rolled or machine cut? Loose leaf or brick? New harvest or old? This is the language of nature, folded into leaf form. Do not rush to drop them in the pot. Let them know they are seen. The camera lingers on tea leaves cupped in the palm, long, curled, fragrant. Measure with your eye, your heart, not just spoons. Generally, 1 teaspoon per cup for most teas, more for compressed or aged tea, less for potent herbs, but always listen to the leaf. It will tell you what it needs. Part 5, warming the vessel. Before the tea touches the vessel, we warm the bowl. This prepares the clay. It opens the pores. It welcomes the tea like a good host welcomes a guest. Steam flows into a bowl as hot water is poured in. The bowl is swirled and emptied. This is not just about temperature. It is about respect, warmth, hospitality. It is about saying, I was expecting you. Part 6, the first pour, awakening. Place the leaves into the vessel. Do not dump them. Set them down like a painter touching canvas with care. Now we pour the water. The first pour is not to drink, it is to awaken the leaves. Let the water touch the leaves briefly, then pour it out. This rinse wakes the oils, releases the first breath of the plant. Smell it. Inhale deeply. This moment is the first conversation between leaf and heat. Part 7, the second pour, brewing. Now the real infusion begins. Pour again, steady, mindful. Let the water dance over the leaves. Do not stir. Let stillness brew the tea. Cover it if using a pot, or leave it open if using a bowl. Wait. Silence. A bird chirps in the distance. Steam rises like breath from the surface. Let the tea speak. Every tea has its own steep time. Green tea, 1 to 3 minutes. Oolong, 3 to 5 minutes. Black tea, 3 to 4 minutes. Herbal and roots, up to 10 minutes. But do not stare at the clock. Stare at the leaves. Watch how they unfurl. Like wings, like dreams. This is not chemistry, this is communion. Part 8, pouring the tea. When the tea has steeped, you must now serve it. Do not splash or rush. Pour gently, as if pouring yourself into the cup. Let the stream be unbroken, like a river flowing home. Tea flows from pot to cup. Light catches the liquid in golden tones. If you are alone, serve yourself with grace. If you are with others, pour for them first. This is not a ceremony for show. It is a practice in humility. You are both a student and a servant. Part 9, the sip before the sip. Before you drink, pause. Lift the cup. Feel its warmth. Bring it near your face. Smell it. What memories does it stir? Which season does it carry? This is the sip before the sip, the silent conversation with aroma. It is part of the tea. Do not skip it. Part 10, first taste. Now, sip. Not too much, not too fast. Let it touch the tip of your tongue. Let it wash over the sides. Let it linger in the back of the mouth before you swallow. Then, wait. Can you taste the mountain, the sun, the rain, the time it waited in silence, curled and dry? This is not just flavor. This is the presence made liquid. Part 11, multiple steeps. Good tea does not speak all at once. It unfolds, like a scroll. Many leaves can be steeped again and again. Each time, a different voice emerges. Try. First steep, light, floral. Second steep, full-bodied, deep. Third steep, soft, whispering. Later steeps, earthy, grounded, quiet. In this way, tea becomes a story, not told, but revealed. Each cup is a chapter, each sip a sentence. Part 12, clean up as meditation. When the tea is finished, do not leave a mess. Clean slowly. Wipe the pot, dry the bowl, empty the leaves, and thank them. Yes, thank the leaves. They gave their entire being so that you could find stillness. Do not discard them like trash. Compost them, return them to the earth, or use them in art, incense, or even cooking. Nothing is wasted in the tea path, not even the silence. Part 13, closing thoughts. Now you know how to prepare tea, but more importantly, you know how to be with tea. Each movement is a mirror, each step a chance to return to yourself. Do not chase perfection. Tea does not care about that. It only asks, will you show up fully? Will you listen? Will you be gentle with the moment? So many walk through life never tasting it, but you have chosen to sip. And in that choice, you have returned to something sacred. Not ancient, not foreign, but something is already inside you, waiting. Now the bowl is ready. The steam is rising. The breath is calm. Let us drink together, in silence, in presence, in peace. We will speak less now. The tea will speak for us, and silence will answer. Sit a little straighter, not stiff, but awake. Imagine the crown of your head lightly touched by sky, and the base of your spine rooted in the earth. We begin here. Before the first sip, notice the light, how it falls on the bowl, how steam bends the morning sun into small rainbows. Notice your hands, the way they hover, waiting. This is already tea drinking. The first silent sip. Lift the cup slowly. Do not drink yet. Feel the warmth move into your palms. Your fingers curl slightly, not holding, but receiving. The cup is a guest in your hands. Take a breath in through your nose. Hold it gently. Release. Pause 30 seconds. Now, take the first sip. Not with the mouth alone. Let the eyes soften. Let the mind soften. Let the tea arrive like an old friend. Let it flow down your throat without hurry. Haiku 1. Spring. Steam rises upward from the still mountain valley. Rain drips from blossoms. 20 seconds of quiet. Set the cup down. Do not chase the next sip. Close your eyes. Where's the tea now? In your chest? In your belly? Can you feel its warmth spreading? Like a lantern lighting the rooms of a house? Haiku 2. Spring. Small green shoots appear. The tea carries morning dew. Sparrows hop in the grass, listening to the sip. Tea has a sound. It is not loud. It is a quiet music in the throat, a ripple down the center of you. Listen. 40 seconds. Pause. Notice what your shoulders are doing. Let them drop. Notice your jaw. Let it soften. Now breathe in, slowly, and sigh the breath out. Haiku 3. Spring. Petals drift on streams. Each breath tastes of hidden roots. Clouds melt into the sky. The second sip. Deepening. Now take another sip. Let it sit under the tongue. Hold it as if it has something to tell you. When you swallow, listen to the soft echo that follows down into you. Haiku 4. Summer cicadas hum deep. The tea's warmth joins the still air. Cloud shadows drift slowly. 60-second pause. second sip is often richer. The leaves are fully awake now. Notice how the taste has shifted. It is still the same tea, and yet it is not. Haiku 5. Summer bamboo leaves shimmer. The bowl's rim cools in my hand. Tea breath joins the wind. The breath between sips. There is a sip. There is a pause. There is a breath. This is the circle of tea. Sip, pause, breathe. Sip, pause, breathe. Stay in this rhythm until the cup is empty. Haiku 6. Summer dragonflies hover. One lands upon the bowl's rim, then vanishes east. 30 seconds silence. Midpoint reflection. Half the tea remains. Half the moment remains. Half is not less. Half is the reminder that we already have enough. Let us bow to the enoughness of this moment. Soft bow gesture shown. 10-second silence. Haiku 7. Autumn. Red leaves on still ponds. Tea smoke curls into the dusk. The moon slips behind hills. In autumn, the tea feels heavier. The warmth clings longer. Even the silence seems to deepen. Sip again and imagine the steam as a thread tying you to the mountain where this leaf began. Haiku 8. Autumn, thin frost on the gate. Steam from my bowl drifts outward, mingling with breath. Final sips, fading into quiet. Let the last sips be smaller, like footsteps at the end of a long walk. Taste the cool edge arriving as the tea loses heat. Notice how your body leans closer to capture the final warmth. Haiku 9. Winter frost on the stone steps. A single sip warms the hands. Bell chimes in the snow. 30 seconds of silence. And now the cup is empty, but it has given everything. We bow to the tea, we bow to the moment, we bow to the quiet that remains after both. Haiku 10. Gratitude. Empty bowl resting, my hands remember its weight and grow still again. We remain together, you, the tea, the breath. We have sipped in silence, and now we travel inward. Rest your hands lightly on your knees. Straighten the spine so your breath flows freely. Let the chin tuck ever so slightly, so the back of your neck feels long, like a bamboo stalk reaching for light. Before we continue, close your eyes. The tea is here. You are here. Nothing else is needed. Pause. 20 seconds. Part 1. Settling the breath. Breathe in slowly through the nose. And sigh the breath out through the mouth. Again, breathe in, filling the belly first, then the chest. Then let the shoulders soften as you release. One more time. Inhale. Feel the tea still warm inside you from the earlier sips. It's as if your breath has joined the tea, and the tea has joined your breath. Long pause. 2. Awareness of the body. We begin at the top of the head. Notice any tension there. The scalp, the forehead. Imagine it softening, like mist dissolving in sunlight. Move to the eyes. Even when closed, they may still feel busy. Let them rest in darkness. Feel the cheeks, the jaw. Let the mouth rest slightly open so the tongue is free. Pause. 10 seconds. Now the neck. Let it lengthen without effort. The shoulders. Drop them. The arms. Let them be heavy. Your hands. Feel their weight resting on your knees. Feel the warmth in them. Perhaps a trace of tea's heat still lingers there. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the gentle pull of air. The ribs are expanding, collapsing. Pause. 10 seconds. Feel the belly. Let it be soft. When you inhale, it rises like the surface of a still pond when rain falls. When you exhale, it sinks like water finding its quiet. Notice the hips, the legs, the feet against the floor. Every point of contact grounding you deeper into this moment. Part 3. The bowl as anchor. Now, open your eyes slowly and look at the bowl. It is not just an object. It is a companion. Notice its color, the way the light catches in the glaze. Notice the steam rising, curling, disappearing. Let the bowl be your anchor. When your mind wanders, and it will, return to the bowl. Pause. 10 seconds. Lift the bowl with both hands. Feel the weight. Notice how your fingers curve around it naturally. Bring it close. Breathe in its aroma. This breath is not just air. It carries the memory of leaves, of soil, of seasons. Part 4. Breath meditation with tea. We begin a simple rhythm. Sip. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Take a small sip. Feel it in your mouth. Swallow. Now breathe in through the nose. Hold for a count of 3. Then exhale gently through the mouth. Repeat. Sip. Part 5. Expanding awareness. Now, expand your awareness beyond the bowl. Listen. What do you hear? The faint whistle of the kettle? Wind through trees? Your own breath? Let every sound be part of the tea. Feel. The warmth in your hands, the coolness of air on your skin, the texture of the mat beneath you. All of this is the ceremony. Part 6. The still point. We now rest in stillness. No sips, no movement, only breath. Count the breath silently from 1 to 10. When you reach 10, return to 1. If you lose count, begin again without judgment. 2 minutes of near silence, only soft ambience. This is the still point, where nothing needs to happen, where tea, breath, and awareness are one. Part 7, Visualization, the journey of the leaf. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself standing on a mist-covered mountain. You hear water dripping from leaves, the air is cool. You reach out and pluck a single tea leaf. Feel its softness, its small life resting in your palm. Now see that leaf carried through time, picked, withered, rolled, dried, packed, until it finds you here, in your hands, in your bowl. Pause. 15 seconds. With each sip, you take in the mountain, the sky, the patience work of many hands. This is the communion of tea. Part 8, Returning to the body. Let go of the image. Return to your breath. Feel your body here again. Hands resting, face relaxed, spine upright. The bowl is nearly empty now. Let the last sips be your closing gesture. 2 slow sips, 20 seconds apart. Set the bowl down gently. Bow to it in gratitude. It has given all it can, so has this moment. Part 9, Closing Stillness. We end where we began, with nothing to do, nowhere to go. Only breath, only presence. Let the quiet inside you grow large enough to hold the world. Long pause, 60 seconds of natural ambience. When you are ready, open your eyes. Carry this stillness with you beyond the tea, into the next moment and the next, until the next time we meet. The cup is empty. The steam has gone. The leaves have surrendered all they had. So too has this hour. In the time. As a Turging, this is the people of the university. The ending of what takes a say. Every Sunday you might have SEP. Across the ability and use all the ending of R1, code you pick. Along the origin, this is the word research. In the T path, the ending is not an absence. It is a fullness we cannot hold. A fullness that lives in memory. What remains now is not the T, but the stillness it revealed. Haiku 19, 2024. Spring farewell. Petals fall unseen. The bowl rests upon the mat. Birds call far away. 120-26. $30,000, 5 different seats. God assigns house from trauma who should be the world of 6-part memory. Avandis, petals of axis, Brawn, Calamth, and Pleasance, and last slice. And what's the time? We bow to the leaves that leaves to concepts, waiting memories, unpeasants, to tell us. In the tea path, petals fall unseen. The bowl rests upon the mat. Birds call far away. Part 1, Gratitude. We bow to the leaves that lived on the mountain, to the hands that picked them in, to the fire that bicked them in, to the air that carried the steam to our senses. We bow to ourselves for showing up, for being here, for being willing to stop and drink life slowly, with already fun of the method stories and separated in. Haiku for the James work. Calamth summer farewell. The dollars primer in west. Summer farewell. Summer farewell means sit up, ready, great primary started. Summer farewell, shadow stretch long now. The warmth of tea still in my hands, dusk gathers its robe. In Zen, we say, when the tea is gone, The practice continues. Every breath is still the tea, every step a sip, every glance a pour. Part 2 and quote, carrying the stillness of the trance. This stillness is not fragile. It will not break if the world is loud again. It moves with you. It waits for you. When you wash the bowl later, do it slowly. When you fold the cloth, let it be like folding a poem. Haiku change. Dry leaves in my palm, they crumble without a sound. Moonlight fills the gap. In the next hour, someone may speak to you. A task may call. Noise will return. But in the core of you, the tea remains. A quiet mountain in the chest. Part 3. The circle. This ceremony is never truly finished. It is a circle. A return. One day, perhaps tomorrow, you will boil the water again. You will lift the leaves again. You will bow again, and the tea will meet you where you are. Haiku 4. Winter farewell. Frost melts on the sill, kettle hums, though cup is dry. The day waits for my step. Part 4. Final bow. Place your hands together. Bow to the tea, bow to yourself. As you rise, let the eyes lift gently, not rushing to take in everything at once. Let the world come back slowly. Pause. 20 seconds. And now, we part, but not apart. The tea is within you. You are within the tea, both within the stillness. Haiku 5. Eternal steam fades into the air fades into memory, yet the tea remains.